Hi, everyone. This is a really nice clip to share with you because Tater's just learning how to organize his four little legs and that powerful body of his in response to the feeling and the sensation of direction on the lead rope ahead of him. He's also trying to figure out how to put those new lessons. He already does know how to lead and go in a trailer already, but he's not really clear how to do it in a situation when he suddenly feels like he has to gallop. So, when he's in the mood to walk, being led is fine. When he's not in the mood to walk, that was the objective we had today, was to find a way to get to his feet through that active mind and to have him follow the feel of a leading rein without having to submit to it, and work him in an environment where some of the other obstacles and challenges that you can see here that he had, which is a lot of sticks and a couple of trees and stones, and trying to keep track of me through it all. These things kept his mind busy while I was busy just trying to stay out of his way and mentally get 2 or 3 or 4 steps ahead of him so I could try to figure out how to be ready for him when he got ready to stop and say hello. One of the things that happens when colts are young is that we try to keep up with them, and sometimes they end up feeling like, in our best effort to keep up with them and not let the rope run out, they end up feeling like we're chasing them. So one good way around that is to be ready for him when he livens up without having to be pulled by him or confront him or get upset with him for jerking on the rope and pulling on our shoulders and running the rope around the back of your legs when you least expect it and things like this. He's just growing up after all and trying to sort out what it means to be alive and to find that exquisite sense of equilibrium and balance between his interest in the things around him and his natural instincts of flight and fight as well. But you really try not to bring fight out of a colt, particularly at an age like this, really particularly ever. But the younger they learn how to resist, the harder it'll be to change it later. And also, of course, once he starts to develop around the idea that he doesn't have to do something, in other words, that he finds out how strong you're not, that's not a good lesson for a colt to learn at any age. So we want to try to find out if we can work them in a way that will start to give them respect for our need to be somewhere. As you saw right there, he thought it would be a pretty good idea to give me some room at his rib cage, and he's already on to the next thing. He's not thinking about that now. He's trying to figure out what to do with all this life that's coming up and how to get that rope off that stump and all these sort of new things that are starting to confound him. And what's this rope behind my leg and how'd that happen? And my goodness, I thought I was about to gallop and here I am. I can't even move my neck. And these are things that as they come up, if you don't run in there and try to save him, in quotes, or rescue him from, some of these things that life offers, I think the more still you can be and the more opportunities he will have to start thinking his way through things. You'll see in a minute here, he may even ask me for some help, or not. But the idea is you want them to get pretty quick. You want them to get a very clear connection between what you mean by what you do and how that would influence your need for him to use that good mind he was born with to operate those feet. And the closer you can get to being in agreement with a colt of this age and staying that way, the better chance you're going to have to build a beautiful bond that can last a lifetime and be every bit as rewarding in his first 10 rides as it might be in his the rides that you have when he's 10 or 15 years old. You want to try to get along with him as well as you can and avoid the circumstances where you have to correct him for your own mistakes and setting him up to fail. So that's what we try to do, is set him up to succeed early on so that his thought process can begin to translate into the type of behavior and direction and speed, the posture, and the frame of mind that we want him in. Thanks for watching.